Welcome back. Now, Namibia and Turkey signed a memorandum of understanding on holding, that is, political and diplomatic consultations in the fourth round of Namibia-Turkey's political consultations. Now, the platform provides an opportunity to assess the progress in all areas of cooperation and develop areas of cooperation for mutual benefit to the respective countries and their people. Now, Ambassador Ali Onaner, who is the Director General for the Southern Multilateral Africa for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Turkey, now joins us in studio this morning to shed more light on this matter. Good morning, Ambassador, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, it's indeed, first of all, I'm assuming that is this your first time in Namibia?
Yes, my first time.
Okay, when did you arrive?
I arrived actually the day before the consultations.
Okay. Okay. Did you have any other time to do something else other than the formal meetings?
I will have some opportunity this afternoon.
This afternoon.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, brilliant. Now, we are informed that you are in Namibia for a few days in order to hold a political diplomatic consultation to the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation. What is the aim of this fourth round of the Namibia-Turkey diplomatic political consultations?
Well, as you have said in your summary, these consultations are a regular process, a tool for developing, reinforcing our bilateral relations. Since the time we have decided to establish this mechanism, we come together every 2 years to have an assessment of the evolution and the development of our bilateral relations. So we can consider the number of bilateral agreements that we have signed, the number of agreements already signed that have been ratified, which high-level visits can be planified. So we have objectives, and each time we meet, we have an assessment of our work during 2 years and decide on new objectives for the next period.
Let's talk about the fact that you are here for the fourth round-table discussions. What about the previous ones? What has been achieved? What is of significance that you achieved in the third round?
As I have just told, the most concrete achievements that we can refer to are bilateral agreements that have been signed, and that can be on many different domains, or high-level bilateral visits that we have planned to have. For example, this year we have received 3 ministers from Namibia who visited Türkiye, including the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, who visited Antalya for the Antalya Diplomacy Forum that we have in Türkiye. And more important, we have had this year the highest level visit we ever had from Namibia. We were honored to have the visit of the Speaker of the National Assembly visiting Türkiye at the end of March. So during our meeting, we were also able to assess the results of those visits. For example, during the visit of the Speaker, we were able to sign a bilateral agreement between 2 parliaments. So the implementation of such agreements is also on our agenda. But we have also discussed new agreements that we may decide to sign. For example, the subject of double taxation avoidance. That's some of the important elements that will enable Namibia and Türkiye to motivate more business people in investing mutually on our countries, in increasing the trade volume. So one of our concrete objectives after the consultations we had yesterday is to work together to see whether we can sign such an agreement.
Okay. Now, talking about the fact that you concluded your discussions and also highlighting what it is that you can expect, and talking about the issue of trade volumes improving, we know that in 2022, Namibia, in terms of the exports to Turkey, reached 1.15 million, and the highest in terms of export, that was wood charcoal. And in 2022, we also know that Turkey, in terms of exports to Namibia, accounted for approximately 26 million, and the highest in terms of export is when it comes to the issue of carbonates. Do you hope to double that kind of trade volume after these discussions?
Yes, this is a very good example. Each time we meet with our counterparts, we express our objective of increasing those trade volumes and possibly increasing it in a balanced manner so that it remains sustainable. So we, of course, should export to Namibia, but we should also import products from Namibia so that it's mutually beneficial, sustainable, and regularly increasing. At our meeting yesterday, we made reference to a first objective of reaching 20 million, but I'm confident that we will reach that objective very fast, and we will have to fix new and higher objectives.
Okay. Now, talking about that mutual sustainable development relationship that we have, we know that the TICA agency, which is a Turkish cooperation and coordination agency, has implemented quite a variety of projects here in Namibia. Can you talk to us about those projects and why did you decide, to invest in those projects?
Well, thank you for making reference to TICA. TICA is the Turkish cooperation and coordination agency, which in fact is a development aid agency. And TICA is very active in Africa, and we are very proud that TICA is present in Namibia for more than 10 years. And during these 10 years, TICA was able to develop, implement more than 110 concrete projects. And these projects can cover subjects domain like health, education, agriculture, animal husbandry. So whatever the host country needs, TICA makes the effort to try to provide whatever is needed. To give you concrete examples, TICA has renovated schools, renovated hospitals, or recently they have built a cold storage depot for the Mannheim grain production plant, and they will also finalize a project which is the building of a garden in an agricultural school where this garden could be used for producing vegetables. So it can be, as the examples I have given, small projects or bigger projects, but all what TICA tries to implement is in line with what is needed, requested by Namibia, by Namibians. And I was pleased to see yesterday in our meeting that to which my colleague from TICA was also participating, together with his counterparts from the Namibian side. And I was very pleased to see how well received were the TICA projects, and this motivates us to continue developing further projects.
Let's talk about beyond Namibia. We know that you were declared as an observer member at the AU in 2005 and then obviously elevated to a strategic partner in the Continental Summit in 2008. How would you describe the partnership between Africa and Turkey itself and possibly more so Southern Africa, which is within your purview?
Yes. Well, we planify our cooperation, our partnership with Africa on a mutually respectful, mutually beneficial manner. We have this win-win principle in all our efforts in line with our Africa policy. And we can say that Turkey has no hidden agenda, and we respect the principle of trying to have African solutions to African problems. And this is in line with the principles of the African Union, with the Africa 2063 objectives. So what Türkiye has as priority is in line with the priorities of the African Union. And to give you some more details of our relations with the African Union, as you referred to, we have this relationship which started in 2005. Then it evolved into a strategic partnership in 2008. And since 2008, we have regular summits every 5 years. And between two summits, we are organizing ministerial review conference to review the implementation of the outcome of the summit. And to give you a concrete example information, beginning of November, we will have the next ministerial review conference. And we are proud to organize this conference, this Africa-Türkiye conference, in Africa. Because the African Union offered us to host this ministerial review conference in an African country. Different African partners of Türkiye were candidates to host this ministerial meeting, and the African Union decided that Djibouti would host this meeting. So beginning of November, we will have this ministerial review conference in Djibouti.
Okay, brilliant. Now, unfortunately, we are running out of time, but, from what I'm picking up is that, there are good relations between Turkey and Africa and good engagement. But one could also ask that could a strong Africa-tie relationship between Turkey and Africa also possibly, might clash with a West strategy when it comes to Africa? We know that you are a member of NATO. You have those priorities. We know that you are trying to mediate the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Is there a possibility of these good relations possibly impacting the relationships that you have with Africa and Namibia vis-a-vis in terms of the West? And also, finally, why is Namibia not possibly having an embassy? Would it make sense to have an embassy in Turkey?
Well, to give you very short answers, no, there is no risk of a clash. And yes, there is a need for an embassy. And that's also one of our objectives at the end of our consultations yesterday, because we are pleased to know that Namibian authorities decided in 2020 to open an embassy in Ankara. So we are ready to host Namibian embassy in Ankara whenever all the preparations are finalized. And to return back to the sensitivities or to a possible clash, just to keep in mind that Türkiye has no competition with any other country in what Turkey is doing in Africa. So Turkey is not a competitor of other partners of African countries. Turkey is ready to cooperate with any other actor who is also a partner of our African counterparts.
Well, Ambassador, thank you very much for making time to speak to us this morning, and please enjoy the last remaining days that you have in Namibia.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Now, that was Ambassador Ali Onaner, who is the Director General for Southern Africa and Multilateral Africa within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Turkey, talking to us about the fourth round of Namibia-Turkey political consultations that recently took place here in Namibia. Stay